Hi there, I'm Paul Mitchell, speaker and author and founder of The Human Enterprise. And today I have two profound secrets for you. So, like in Dead's Poets Society, remember Robin Williams when he got the boys, come closer boys, come closer. Here's the first secret. Shh. First secret is organisations don't perform. The big reveal, people behave. Now, as simple as that is, it's absolutely quite profound because nowhere do you see an actual organisation performing. When we look at organisational performance, whether it's costs or profits or sales, somewhere someone has done something. Somewhere someone has behaved. So if we want organisational performance, we have to look at people's behaviour. That's the key. And your role as a leader is to actually get the quality and the quantity of the behaviour that you want. Second secret, therefore, if you want your organisation to be different, if you want your organisation to grow, and that's one of your primary roles as a leader, is it not to grow your organisation, then guess what? You have to grow yourself and you have to, wait for it of course, grow your people. Very, very simple. I keep giving that message to leaders all the time. Grow yourself, grow your people, grow your business. Grow yourself, grow your people, grow your business. If you continue to focus on that, you'll find that one thing will lead to another. So the question is, how much time are you putting in to growing yourself and growing your people? And are you doing it willy-nilly, or do you have a systematic, very, very neat, tight, simple but passionate process for doing it? Well, guess what? We've got just that for you. And it's a program, believe it or not, called Managing Professional Growth. Now, I can talk about that later, but I want to give you something to take away with. At the heart of that program, which is a Blessing White program, and by the way, there's over 2 million people have been through this program, so it's not in any way new. It's been around for a long while, and it lasts and it works. And let me tell you why it works. Managing Professional Growth, or MPG as it's called by Blessing White, is based on 8 core beliefs. And if you just look at these core beliefs and if you really, really take them to be yours, then your career will skyrocket. And you may not like these beliefs, but they are a reality that we have to face if we want to manage our own careers. The first core belief is that, guess what? You have primary responsibility for growing your career. You have primary responsible for your professional growth. So you can't say, oh, my HR manager didn't do it, my boss doesn't care, my peers don't care. Gong, as Robin would say, thank you for playing. It's up to you. Your career is a part of your life. Don't subjugate that, don't give that away, don't abdicate your responsibility. Take full responsibility, or primary responsibility, sure, make it a partnership, but take primary responsibility for your professional growth. The second principle is also a little bit contentious, and it's this, that your current role, what you do now, offers you the best opportunity for growth. You know, everyone's looking over here and looking, there's always the fields are always, the pastures, the fields are always greener somewhere else. Well, they're not. What often happens is we get a fixed mindset, this is this job and I can't grow. That's just not true. Have a look at it. Where can you add value? Where can you innovate? Where can you proactively make it different? I tell you what, no matter what level you are in the business, people love it when people take their current role and they make it bigger. So please look at your current role as probably the best platform for your professional growth. The third principle, if you are going to grow and get not just passionate but obsessive about that growth, don't just grow any which way. Link it back to what you personally care about. Link it back to your personal values. What do I stand for? What's really important for me? And then have a look at it. If it's a sense of achievement or adventure, or maybe you go out and you have a job which very clearly has a bottom line focus. If it's about innovation or newness, you might go into product development. If it's about people, it's more of a people role. But what do you care about? Because your best professional growth will come when you link it to your personal values, because you'll keep at it. No one keeps at anything unless it's actually linked or aligned, excuse me, in some way to their personal values. Number 4. Build on your strengths. It's not my religion. We have had a number of religions in my background, but I can remember going to what's it called, Sunday school. We used to sing a song, build on the rocks and not upon the sand. Build on the rocks and not upon, and that's what you have to do. Build on the rocks. The rocks are your talent. The rocks are your strengths. Yes, by all means, have a look at your gaps, your development gaps, where you could do better. But just step back and say, what have I got here? What have we got that's great? What can I really give? And actually be what we call why should be more of yourself with skill. So start to focus on your strength. I'm not saying don't look at the gaps, don't address those, but build on the strengths. Next, this sounds like it could be something out of an outer space movie or something, but you are not alone. We are not alone. What do we mean by that? It's a partnership, particularly between you and your manager. You may have heard the statement, we join an organisation and we leave our manager. And I think that's still pretty true. So you don't have to do this on your own. Go to your manager, talk about where you are, talk about what's important to you. Start to think about your values, have a look at your talents, have a look at the job conditions around you, and actually get into a dialogue. Absolutely so important. Keep talking, keep talking, keep talking. Next principle, feedback, the breakfast of champions. Some people think they're fantastic, some people think they're brilliant, and they get feedback and think, wow, that's not what I thought. Seek out feedback. Without feedback, you don't get better. Any professional sports person, any professional musician, any professional actor will tell you they cannot do it without feedback. I love feedback. I once knew a horse, by the way, a fantastic racehorse, who was just so keen on feedback. He went up to his actual owner and he said, can you give me a feedback? Give me some feedback. So the owner, I mean, this is one hell of a horse. A talking horse is obviously a very high performance horse. So the owner said, okay, I'll give you some feedback. He said, well, you gallop pretty well, and sometimes you trot okay, but when you canter, I think you could be a little bit better. And the horse looked at the owner as if he was an idiot. And the horse said to the owner, no, I didn't say feedback, I said a feedback. Can you give me a feedback? You know, the feedback, it's a joke. So I know it's a poor joke, but where am I getting to? That horse, by the way, that horse was called Mr. Eddie, not Mr. Ed, Mr. Eddie. Here's a great little feedback mechanism. If you've worked with the Human Enterprise for, over 12 months or whatever, you'll know we use this in all our workshops. Eddie, E-D-I. What am I doing that's excellent? What do I need to develop? That's the D, E-D, and I, what are some ideas? So be Mr. Eddie, not Mr. Ed. And you get your feedback by getting feedback all the time. Principle number 7, nothing happens until you plan it. You can talk, you can get the feedback, but do something, and do something massive. This is your career. Get down what your plans are. Who are you going to talk with? What skills do you need to develop? What things do you need to build on? What are the strengths? What are the values? Put that all together with an action plan aligned to the organisation. You will be unstoppable. But the last principle is by all means the most important one. And you might remember back in the United States in the Second World War, they had this big thing of Uncle Sam go, we need you. Well, guess what? Your organisation needs you. Your organisation needs you. They need you to be fully aligned with the strategy of the organisation. They need you to absolutely, as we say in managing professional growth, they need you to maximise your contribution. But something else, you can do that and burn out. Here's the other thing they need from you. They want you to, they need you to maximise the satisfaction and the joy that you get from your work. And if you put those both together, maximising your alignment, maximising your contribution, and maximising your satisfaction, you'll be unstoppable. You'll be unstoppable, you'll build a great organisation, and the way we build a great economy and a great lifestyle is built on great organisations and great leadership. So be the leader you need to be to manage your own professional growth. Let me leave you with a final little saying. Years ago, my father used to take me to a place called Camden. It was called country then, but it's probably pretty much suburban now. It's actually a part of New South Wales. And there was an old retail store called Anthony Horton's. And they had this big oak tree. It was their symbol. And on the bottom of the oak tree, and it was actually on a hill in Camden, was a saying that says, "While I live, I'll grow. While I live, I'll grow." But here's the sad thing. Anthony Horton's as a retailer, as a business, closed down. And some say the tree died at the very same time. But my dad in his infinite wisdom said, "They got it wrong, son. They got it wrong. It wasn't while I live, I'll grow. It's while I grow, I'll live." My message to you today is to keep growing. While you grow, you will live. Grow yourself, grow your team, and you can't help but grow your business. So thanks for your interest in managing professional growth. It's just so important for you and your people and your business. At the Human Enterprise, we have a saying that great learning comes from great connections. That's why we're very, very keen on building a community of, or what we call our leaders for life, which is to an extent our tribe. And what we'd love you to do in regard to that is to start to share some of your thoughts and ideas with that tribe. So down below, please answer or write a comment as an answer to the following question. What do you believe is the number one principle for professional growth? We've given you 8 core beliefs or 8 core principles. You may believe one of those is important or some other ones are important. And share it, spread the word. You know leaders like yourself that are also interested in their own development and the development of their people. We'd love you to actually spread the message. So once you've spread the word, we'd really love to hear from you. If you're open to exploring how the process of managing professional growth might help yourself and your people and your business, then let's chat. Let's have an open discussion on that. The number is 61 New South Wales 2 990 55535. That's international code 612 990 555, or our email address soul, S-O-U-L, at thehumanenterprise.com.au. Love to talk. So, I'm Paul Mitchell, speaker and author. We hope you have enjoyed these core beliefs around managing your professional growth. And until next time, find the passion, develop the skills, make the numbers, and make a difference.